You don't have the right to say that to a goalkeeper unless you've been a goalkeeper.
From there, it made me look bad. And I was thinking, like, why am I looking like the bad guy? I reacted. I know I shouldn't have done it. There's 10 players outfield. If I'm in goal and you're relying on me to make saves to win us this match, why am I not getting any praise when this player is constantly having a go at me?
Alright guys, welcome to the Kickdbackpodcast. Today I'm joined by Ben,
who is
Hello.
another goalkeeper for Brentford.
Goalkeeping. One of the main things I want to talk about is when you're watching a match, there are very, very many times where you hear commentators say, "Oh, he should have caught that. He should have saved that. He should have done better there." Don't know if you agree with me when I say that you don't have the right to say that to a goalkeeper unless you've been a goalkeeper, unless you've been in that position. Because
Right.
the game has changed.
There's loads of factors, but if like someone like Michael Owen says, "Oh, that's savable, he should have saved
He's
that,"
he's a
That's-
striker.
pisses me off.
That's annoying.
And I know obviously there's going to be people watching this. I hope that are like outfielders and maybe some goalkeepers. I get told all the time, "Oh, why didn't you save that?" or "Why didn't you do this better?"
100%. Guys, if you are goalkeepers, do comment and let us know and let us know what your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts really are on this topic, because sometimes it feels like goalkeepers are being judged a lot more than outfield players are. Because if you look at like a striker, if he misses 10 shots, right, he's gonna go, "Oh, he should have tucked that away. He should have done better there. Should have done better." Meh, it is what it is. He's a striker, difficult job. If a goalkeeper makes one mistake, that's it. That's it. And for the rest of the match, the goalkeeper will also have that on their mind, saying, "I should have got to that. I should have done better." And it's a whole nother ball game, if it were. Like, it's completely different. It's tough. Being a goalkeeper is fucking difficult. It genuinely is.
I think the worst ones are, I'm going to use myself as an example, but basically, so we played Fulham a couple months ago.
Yeah.
We went 1-0 down due to some dodgy defending. I can't lie, and Fulham were outplaying us. They were outplaying us, to be fair. And then, at 1-0, first half, there was like 7 or 8 times they were through 1-on-1 with me, and I'm going into, we scored in about the 45th minute to make it 1-1. And I'm looking at this at half time. I'm thinking, no one's saying shit about me. Like I faced like 10 shots here.
Yeah.
And I've saved 9 out of 10 shots. And I was like, there's keepers that can't do this shit.
Yeah, it's like the blame always goes to the keeper.
Like why is there's 10 players outfield? If I'm in goal and you're relying on me to make saves to win us this match, why am I not getting any praise? We went out second half. We scored 2 very quickly to make it 3-1, and then like 80, I think it was like 87th minute, one of their players scored like quite a decent header.
Yeah.
First thing anyone says to me,
"Oh, you should have got
why
to
didn't
that."
you? Someone was like, "Why didn't you save that? It was right above you." I was like, bro.
The whole match, if the reason that those chances are coming against you is because of the team, it's because they're not doing the things that they should be doing. Okay, they're not doing the work that they should be doing. But because of that, rather than actually just admitting, okay, we should be playing better, it's easier for them to blame the keeper.
I'm not worried. I'm just fussed about winning, innit? And I really didn't care.
It's very easy to blame the goalkeeper because of from the strikers or outfield perspective, they just see, okay, all you have to do, catch the ball and fucking dive about. When realistically, that's not what the position is. There's so much more to it. Maybe a few years ago it wasn't as complex as it is now, but the amount that you have to do now, you have to be so good with your feet as well, and there's a lot more to the actual position than people seem to realise. Until you actually played in goal, you will never realise how much it actually takes.
Yeah, because like everywhere I've gone recently, obviously they said they always go like your footwork needs to be good, so your distribution, all your kicking and shit like that. If you've got stuff going on, maybe your head's not always like in the right place. But if you've got people like so when I went for the B team,
Mhm.
I was having like outfielders shouting at me all the time, going, "Oh, you should be saving that. Why are you not saving that?" Like swearing at me and stuff. And I'm thinking like, I know I've got to take this shit, but one day like I was bare ill, and they called me at like 9:30 in the no, like 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh, you need to be down in the next like 2 hours, and I was like, shit. I was like bare ill as well. So I've got there, and one of the players having a go at me. And this day I just reacted in it because I was thinking I'm having a shit session. I don't want anyone to talk to me, and I reacted. I know I shouldn't have done it, but like
It gets to
basically
you, doesn't it?
from there it made me look bad, and I was thinking like, why am I looking like the bad guy when this player is constantly having a go at me,
And realistically, especially at that level, because I think what you need to realize is obviously we're under 19s, right? So a development squad, so we're still training to get to that level. Once you're at that level, you would hope. I don't know. Maybe if you had a session with the first team, it would be a bit different. But you would hope going to a professional level.
There would be a bit more like motivation in a sense, and a bit more like, oh, you should have got to that. You're shit. Like, what are you doing?
Again, until you play in goal, you people aren't gonna realize how intense and the mental strength as well that you actually have to have. I'm not saying that being a midfielder or a striker or anything is any easier. Obviously, I completely respect midfielders because I would not be able to run for 90 minutes. Fuck that. I could not do that. But it should work both ways. The respect should work both ways because we're putting ourselves in front of shots coming at us like 100 miles an hour and just having to deal with it.
I completely respect all my outfielders basically and the rest of my team. And the only time I'll have a go at them is if like tactically they're doing something shit, because or not shit, like if like a midfielder's made a wrong pass, like I can tell them straight, or maybe you should have lofted it or played it through.
You should have done that. Way. Maybe you could have done this.
Obviously, with my position, I see a lot more as well. But like, I'll give you advice. I won't tell you you're shit unless you are shit.
I think that's what it is, right? Once you get to that level, there's a lot less of that. Like once you get to the professional level, there is a lot more like wanting you to do well, which is again relating this to Liverpool, which is why I love Jurgen Klopp. I prefer Jurgen Klopp over Pep, is because he gives youth to his youth squad and he lets them go up and he trusts them. I think realistically at the under 19s level, especially for goalkeepers, if you're not getting that trust, then it's going to come across and you're not going to be that confident and you're not going to put in good performances.
Yeah,
you'll very rarely see keepers going, "Oh, you're fucking shit. Why didn't you score that? You're shit." But you'll always see outfielders go, "Oh, you're fucking shit. Why did you not save that? Why did that? How did you?"
All the time. Part of the job. It's a part of the job, and you'll be reaping the benefits once you get there. Listen, we've covered a lot on this podcast. Again, if you are goalkeepers and you have your own thoughts on this, drop them down in the comments. I'll reply to them. But anyway, bro, listen, thank you for coming onto the podcast.
I did enjoy it.
Leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. But that's all for today. If you've stayed at this point, I fucking love you. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in a bit.